has not been a typical monsoon or, non-soon, whatever you want to call it. But currently, you can't complain about those views. I mean, they're looking gorgeous out there as we look downtown, out toward the Sandia Mountains. 89 degrees, dry as a bone, by the way, and a little bit gusty. And that's going to take us into the rest of your Labor Day evening. I'm anticipating no major drama in the weather. We're going to be seeing those temperatures actually cooling off quite nicely past 9 p.m. and also those breezy conditions. Not bad. You'll be able to handle it. But you can see across northeastern New Mexico, well, it's a different story. Yet they're dealing with the dry conditions and the wind, but in a much more severe degree. So that is why this red flag warning is in place. It means that fires can start with just a spark. And, I'd be thinking, well, it's a little bit late in the year to see a red flag warning. That's not true. It can happen at any point of the year, and this is proof right there. That expires at 7 o'clock tonight. With the wind speeds, it's no wonder that it was issued by the National Weather Service. I mean, you have the combination of those high sustained winds, and then we have, at some point, the wind speeds were up to 40 miles per hour, and we're talking about the gusts. So that really kind of paints the picture across that area of the state. But, gusty here in central New Mexico, 28 miles per hour across southern areas of the state, also looking at the high 20 mile per hour range. And also the temperatures, that's another part of the recipe for fire danger. Pretty darn hot up there, 91 degrees right now in areas like Clayton, 81 in Las Vegas. But you can see across southeastern New Mexico, we're looking at triple digit heat, 102 degrees. And this is cooler than it was earlier in areas like Roswell, well above average for this time of year. And well, as far as the moisture goes, it's well below average. So you look at a giant picture like this. This is a scan of the entire state. Satellite radar, not really detecting any sort of measurable rain right now. And that's going to be the same story for your Labor Day night. So dry and mild throughout the state. It's going to be very, conducive to outdoor activities. That'll be fine. But for tomorrow, those temperatures will really be apparent in southern New Mexico. It's going to be another hot one. It's going to be dry. The monsoon chances are not looking better even tomorrow through Friday, skipping forward to the end of the work week, because we're going to be talking about record-breaking heat. Heat that we haven't seen in a while across southern New Mexico and especially across the southeast. Now, with that in mind, this is what I'm looking at. It's going to be a slow buildup for those hotter temperatures. So for tomorrow, 102 degrees for Roswell, and then it really starts getting out of control up to about 105 degrees for Thursday into Friday. That is going to be challenging, if not breaking, heat records for that area of New Mexico. 88 degrees tomorrow for Silver City, 96 in Deming, so it's going to be hot down there. Across the northwest for tomorrow, I'm calling for plenty of sunshine. So no problems with that. 86 degrees tomorrow for Farmington, and then it's off to the 90s, hotter than average for this time of year, and that takes us into the weekend as well. Now, the North Mountains, this is an area that you're going to have to go pretty far up into elevation, pretty high up there to get into the 70s. That's Red River at 73 degrees. Otherwise, areas like Santa Fe reaching 84 and then almost 90s by the end of the work week. That's crazy for this time of year. 93 degrees for areas like Santa Rosa. And the East Mountains, even these areas are getting into the heat. Moriarty and Estancia, high 80s, near the 90s, and we're going to be cruising straight into the 90s from Belen to Bosque Farms, South Valley, you name it, across the Albuquerque metro. A lot of sunshine, dry conditions, a high of 91 for Rio Rancho tomorrow, but it gets even hotter than that. That also goes for the Albuquerque metro, where we're going to be cooking at 96 degrees by Thursday.